Hi, my name is Renata Blatt, and this is Ava Gillian. We're from the Martinez Middle School FFA chapter, and today we're going to be talking about the reproductive equipment used for dairy goat birth. The first item that we're going to be talking about is a spoon.
So the spoon cannot be used in any way in reproductive equipment, so this will go in the trash.
The next item is an ear tagger.
So when using an ear tagger, you will be tagging the animal to know which farm they came from and who they are. So you would need this when having kids.
The next item is a sponge.
So a sponge cannot be used in any way. You can't really clean the animals with it, so it would not be used.
The next item is a seeder.
The seeder helps to get the animal in heat in case they're not in heat already, and does it in a narrow time frame. You would use this.
The next item is a show collar.
So although that a show collar is useful when you go to fairs and things like that, it is not useful for when they're reproducing.
The next item is an elastrator.
So when using an elastrator, you're castrating the male, so you would need this when you have kids.
The next item is fuzzy socks.
Although we all love fuzzy socks, this is not something that you would be using in reproduction.
The next item is a toothbrush.
So although in our daily lives we use this every day, goats will not need this when they're reproducing.
The next item is a thermometer.
So while using a thermometer, it helps to check the health of the animal, and it could be useful in reproduction.
Our next item is detergent.
While detergent can be useful to help clean your clothes, you're not going to use it when you are having your goat do reproduction.
Our next item is lemon juice.
Lemon juice is also not needed because it can help as a cleaner too, but it's not going to be used for reproduction.
Our next item is a shoelace.
Shoelaces can be used to help tie your shoes, but not used for reproduction also.
And our next item is iodine or another disinfectant.
Iodine and other disinfectants help to disinfect the area that is infected, and also while doing umbilical cords, it can help during that time for reproduction.
Our next item is super glue.
Super glue would not be good for the mother or the kids, so you would not be able to use this in reproduction.
Our next item is a syringe and needles.
Syringes and needles are able to help give medicine or give different formulas to the child or the mother.
Our next item is a stapler.
A stapler would not be helpful in any way. It could help you put together your papers, but you would not be using this for reproduction. Our next item is fidget spinner.
While fidget spinners are fun toys, this would not be a good product to use in reproduction.
Next is breeding gloves.
Breeding gloves are very important because they keep everything sanitary.
Next is tweezers.
While tweezers may be useful for other parts of dairy goat farming, reproduction is not an element where you would need this tool.
Next, you would have a glass cup.
A glass cup would not be used in reproduction and could be potentially dangerous if you had it near a site where a doe is giving birth, because glass can break and damage skin. So this would not be something you would want for birth.
The next item is thermos.
A thermos could be used for reproduction. Although it is unexpected, a thermos can keep things warm or not allow cold air to get into something, so it could be useful.
The next item is a nursing bottle.
A nursing bottle is an incredibly important part of equipment used for reproduction. In case a doe is not able to feed her kids after birth, a nursing bottle can be used to supplement milk.
The next item is forceps.
Forceps can be useful in case of an emergency situation where a surgery needs to happen. Forceps are a great tool to use in surgical cases.
The next item is a hanger.
Hangers are great for hanging up clothes, but they're not useful in the reproductive process for dairy goats.
The next item would be a balloon.
A balloon could be potentially dangerous, as if it pops, it's a choking hazard for kids, so a balloon would not be a good item for goat reproduction.
Next item is an insemination pipette.
If you choose to artificially inseminate your goat, this is the tool that you will need, therefore it is a part of the reproduction equipment.
Next, we have a baby lotion.
While baby lotion is great for dry skin, it's not something that you would want a kid to ingest, therefore it's not something that you would use for reproduction.
Next, we have a knife.
A knife could serve multiple purposes. In case a surgery needs to happen, a knife could be used to tear skin, as well as castrate a male buck if you choose to use that method.
Next, we have a breeding gun.
Again, if you choose to artificially inseminate your doe, a breeding gun is a tool that you would need for this process.
Next, we have lubricant.
Lubricant would be really useful as it's a formula that can minimize irritation in both the person and the animal's skin.
Last but not least, we have a breeding sheath.
A breeding sheath is another tool that would be used for artificial insemination, which would mean that it is a tool that you would use for reproduction.
Thank you. I hope you learned something today, and we'll see you at fair. Bye.